Why, hello everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a huge Dollar Tree haul for you today, and I'm going to show you everything that I got, and I'm going to show you or explain to you what I'm going to use each item for. So it's going to be quite a few items. So go and get your snacks, your drinks, whatever it is that you need to keep you going, coffee, so that we can get through this enormous Dollar Tree budget-friendly haul. So I'd like to welcome all of you to this very informative video because I got some bright ideas on my way and on my way from the dollar store. So I'm just going to jump right into it without spending any more time rambling. We're just going to jump straight on into this haul. The first thing I would like to share with you is something that I already got. A lot of these are repurchases and some are new finds, but I already had these three colors of the chalk writers, and I found the other three colors at the Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness, I was so excited to find the blue, pink, and the green. So now I have all the colors that I assume that Dollar Tree offers, because these are colors that I've seen before that I didn't get, and I absolutely love the ones that I already have. Okay, so these are a lot like the gelatos. They are water soluble. And you can use these for backgrounds, for large areas. These two here, the gold and the silver, they're metallic like. So they give a nice shimmer to your pages. And you can either smudge them like you would do a gelato, or you can activate them with water. So I got all of these colors. I was so excited to find the colors. Oh my goodness, I could have just turned the flip. So keeping in line with pens and so forth, I found another set of these. I've been getting these gel pens here for years, and they are amazing. If you run up on these particular gel pens, get you a pack, guys and girls, and check them out and see if you like them, okay? Because one person did mention that they were having problems with these. They didn't like them, but I've had no problem with them. They have been amazing, and the glitter factor in these gel pens are absolutely amazing. So I always keep me a few on hand. I also found these gel pens here. Now, the reason I got a couple sets of these was because you don't usually find these colors in gel pens. There's a brown in here. I mean, a brown gel pen, that's like unheard of. There's some beautiful fall colors. So I figured the yellow and the burnt orange, brown, and like the, let's see, olive green. Those are the colors that's in here. They're quick drying gel ink, and they are very smooth, and I really like them. So I got a second set of those. Now here's something that many of you already know about, these amazing gel pens. I have been gifted a few sets, but I was able to find a couple of sets at my own Dollar Tree. You know, they never have more than one or two on the shelf because they go so fast, because they're so absolutely amazing. I mean, they're every bit as good as the glitter jelly roll, Stardust jelly roll. Trust me, I have them, and they are amazing. They compare to the jelly rolls, and for $1 for 8 of them, it's absolutely amazing. So if you see a pack of these, pick them up. At least one pack, pick them up for $1. You can't go wrong. Just try them out and see if you like them. But there is another set. Now, these are becoming infamous. These are the metallic set, and I can't find them. I can't find them anymore. They are amazing. They are just as good as the Jelly Roll metallic gel pens. They are juicy. They have enough ink in them for any project. It's just, if you find either of these pens in this pack, 8 by Jot, get you at least one pack to try them out. You will not be disappointed. You will not regret that decision, trust me. All right, the next thing that I would like to share with you is in the category of paints and paintbrushes. I picked up another set of palette knives because I plan on doing a project with this palette knife. I actually plan on ordering just the pan pastel like refills, and I figure I can use this palette knife and put that refill on top just like I would do if I had the pan pastel, you know, tool. All I need to do is just find the refills. So, idea, DIY idea. That's idea number one. Then I got these two different sets of paint brushes. They seem to look very, very nice. I mean, they look good. They look like they would be nice to use, but I'm going to be doing a lot of projects using glitter and glue and ink and so forth, so, and paint. So I figure getting some cheap paint brushes, that will be something that's beneficial. And speaking of paint brushes, I found one little lonely brush cleaning pot at the dollar store. I already have this one that I got from the dollar store years and years and years ago, but I really like this one. It's really cool, really neat. It's bigger than the one I already have, and it screws on, the top screws on, and it snaps close. Not a super, oh yes it is. I was about to say not a super secure close, but it does. I just wasn't closing it right. So I got that to clean off my paint brushes and keep them wet and moist and saturated for when I do my painting my backgrounds and so forth. Next is this pencil and brush holder. I was so excited to find this. This was like my number one happy, happy, joy, joy moment. So I've already put it together. Only $1, and this is how it looks. So I have my paint brushes in there, and you know, when you clean your paint brushes, it's good to let them dry sitting up like this so that it won't mess them up. That's how they're supposed to dry. And it's also how you're supposed to dry makeup brushes. So I actually got two of these. That way I can use one for my makeup brushes and one for my art brushes. And it fits perfectly on my desk. Just fine, just fine, just fine. Next, I have this Crafter Square, I can't talk, glue and residue eraser. Now, I tried this as a residue eraser and it didn't really work very well, but I then had a bright idea, DIY, to use this for texture on my coloring pages, because the texture on this, it looks like a stone type of like texture on it. So I dipped it in paint, just a flat, you know, surface of paint, and then I put it on my page and it gave like this stamp imprint of like stone. So look for some tutorials or some videos showing you how I plan on using this in my coloring. Next, I have the high polymer erasers that I love, absolutely love. These come from Dollar Tree, and these are actually the same erasers that you would get in any of your electric erasers or the Tombow, like mono eraser. These are the same type of erasers, the high polymer white erasers, and they erase 33% better, and they're latex free. This is an amazing eraser. This brand, this color, and make sure it's high polymer. That's the only eraser I will use. Next, I have some washi tape, and if I can find the others, there they are. It's so hard to find washi tape in Dollar Tree these days because everyone is getting them, but I found these three designs, and you know I use washi tape in my coloring books all the time, not just for a border. I actually never use them for a border, but I use washi tape in my actual coloring pages to decorate things. So when I see some that will be a nice addition to my collection to put on a piece of furniture or a piece of clothing or something of that sort, I pick it up because it's absolutely necessary. And going along the lines of the washi tape, I use a craft knife to cut it and shape it the way I need it. And Dollar Tree had a 6-blade craft knife set for only $1. And I also like to use the piercing and scoring tool set to work with my washi tape, like when you need to like peel it up and like stick it down and you don't like want to use your craft knife. I use the scoring and piercing tool to kind of lift it up when I need to. So those are that. And I also picked up another gel polish remover tool. This is amazing for scooping up glitter, scooping up pastels, scooping anything up because it's like a little metal spoon or mixing paints or something to the nature. So I picked up another one of those. This is hard to find too, but it's like the perfect tool for scooping and so forth. Next are all of the storage items. I picked up these glass containers with the corkscrew lid on them. I actually didn't want this kind. I actually wanted these, the mini glass containers with the screw-on lid, but I found these on my last visit to the Dollar Tree and I couldn't find them again. They replaced them with these. So I was on the hunt for these, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to find them eventually. But these are amazing for your inks, for your alcohol, for your mineral spirits, your, what is it called? The odorless mineral spirit zested or Gamsol. These bottles, the screw-on ones, not the cork ones, are perfect to put those items in because they're glass. And if you just want a little bit to be able to use and not use your whole bottle, you can pour a little bit in these containers and just store it. Close the lid and it'll be fine. You cannot use plastic containers for things like alcohol or gesso, not gesso, Gamsol. You can't use plastic containers like these because it will evaporate and sometimes it may even eat through it. But I have these storage containers and I've already opened one. You can use these for your pastels, when you scrape off excess, or for your glitters, or when you make like a glitter mixture. Just whatever you want to use them for, you can store them in these little plastic containers. I really like the little containers because I don't like want to make a whole lot. These bigger containers are just so huge. I never fill the whole thing. So the smaller one is like better for me when I'm making different things and storing different things. But I'm always storing like my, well, this is the square version. They had these too. I'm storing like gems in here and my woodless pencil shavings that I may have did too much of. So these are perfect for that. Next. Let's talk about some things that you are familiar with already. You know, these eyeshadow applicators are amazing. The texture on these are amazing. So they're not like the other eyeshadow applicators. They put down the pastel color so much better than the regular eyeshadow applicator or a makeup sponge or a cotton ball or a pom-pom. They put down the color so smooth, so pigmented, amazing. But you know, they don't compare to my love of my life, my finger protector, aka Pastel Pusher. So these, I had to pick up another set because these are just life. They're life. I have not found anything to compare to how these spread my pastels, and I'm going to share with you in a future video some other uses for these little puppies here. They're just amazing. I can't live without them. They're my life. They're life. They're coloring life. So speaking of pastels, I picked up another pack of the colored chalk. from Crayola, only $1, and I actually use these very, very often now. I actually used this on a coloring page recently, and I showed you that on a live stream. These make an amazing background. Amazing. So if you have any questions, go over there and check out that live and see how I did the walls and the floors with only Crayola chalk. And speaking of backgrounds, I bought these two silicone tools. I bought the silicone spatula because some kind of way I feel this might help me spread my background pastels. So I'm going to try it. You know, Nisi's always trying something. And I figured this silicone brush will be nice for me to just kind of move my pastels around and not, you know, if you use like a makeup brush or something or a soft brush, it will soak it up. But this is silicone, so it's not going to soak up the pastel shavings. It'll just move it around. So we will be playing with that to see if my idea is accurate. Now, something that well, I'll show you that last, the thing I'm super, super, super excited about. But I always pick up a couple of chopping mats whenever they're available because they're kind of hard to find, but I use these as sheet protectors for my coloring books. You can cut them down to whatever size that you need. So I always pick up like 1 or 2 packs when I see them, because this exact thing on Amazon is like $4 or $5, and you can only get it for $1 if you get it from Dollar Tree. So need that in my life. Next, I found some stencils that I did not already have. I found the one with the hearts and the flowers and just a lot of pretty designs. Let's see. I don't even think you can see that. Let me see if I can get something where you can... Well, that's not working. Well, I'll show you each stencil later. And I got these stencils. They are the flexible stencils and the regular stencils. And if you're interested in seeing each one of these, maybe I can do that in a separate video because it's a lot of them. But I didn't want to get the stencil sheets. There was another type of stencil that had some beautiful stencils, but they were like really, really thin. And I was like, no, that may be too thin for me to work with. So I didn't pick any of those up. I just got all of these that had a little bit thicker of material on them. And let's see. Next, I got a squeeze bottle applicator to put my homemade stickles in. You know, I have to make my homemade Stickles glitter glue and use that for that, only $1. And I picked up this 4-piece bowl set. I absolutely love using these little bowls to put different things in, my pastel shavings or my pencil shavings. They just, you know, they don't have a lid, but they're so nice and cute, and they're glass. Sometimes I put my Gamsol in here or my odorless mineral spirit and work out of here. It's just so much you can do with these little glass bowls. I absolutely love them. Now, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? So, excuse me. I had to clear my throat because I got to get ready to present this information to you. I was in the craft store and I wanted to find something. I wanted to find the Distress ink applicator tools. And guess what? Every craft store I went in, they were out of the applicator tools. They only had the refills. So I was just bummed. But then, of course, the Dollar Diva had an idea, a bright idea, to make her own DIY applicator tools. So I bought the refills, which is a huge pack, you know, of like 50. Got that because that's the only thing you really need. And I wanted to go to the dollar store and look for something with a handle on it that kind of mimicked the Distress ink tool that looked like the kind of stamper kind of thing. But I was like, wait a minute, who needs that? And I saw this. Yes, a toothpick dispenser. I know you're like, really, Niecy? Oh, really? Well, really, really is the word, really. I figure I can take the toothpicks out and I can put all of those little circle applicators in the inside, have my own little container to contain them in. And then at the bottom, I am going to, this is what I found, fastener strips. And excuse that, it got a little bit of the red on it. So I bought the fastener strips so that when I'm going to glue the, this part that needs to be glued on here. And then I can just stick my refills on the bottom of here and just use it like this. I'm going to demonstrate it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Calm down. Calm down. I'm going to show you how I do it. And with this little dot tool, I don't plan, not tool, but with the little fastener dots, I don't plan on putting these under here, but I have another idea for these, and it's going to be another alternative to the Tim Holtz ink tool. So of course I picked up this, a felt roll, because the material that the Tim Holtz refills are made of is actually felt, but it's actually a little bit like smoother. It seems like it has more of a synthetic feel to it, so it won't soak up all the ink, and so it can put more ink on your page than on the actual material. So I'm going to see if this actually works, and if it does, I have a whole roll of refills. Yes, I did. I also picked up this. I actually picked this up first because I figured I can put my fastener strip on the bottom of this in a circle and use this as my tool, and then still have a little brush at the top to brush away any debris or pencil dust, and I can have like a double tool. Yes, I will be showing you how I'm doing it and what I'm doing. And the next thing I thought about using was these salt and pepper shakers. So I kind of have dual reasons for getting this. So I was like, well, I can put the fasteners on the bottom of this and have a square shaped ink tool. Or I can use this, I can put pastels, and then still put that on the bottom. And my head is just spinning with so many things that I plan on doing. I mean, I am DIY queen. I'm always thinking of something. And by them not having the applicator tool, they just made me go on the hunt for alternatives. And we have this little jar here with the holes in the top. I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but it was so cute. I'm going to use it for something with coloring. I have to. So that is my Dollar Tree enormous haul. I know you're probably like, that wasn't that big. Well, comment below if this was a pretty big haul or not. And I also wanted to ask you a question. I am wondering if you notice this video has no edits and no cuts. What do you think about videos that are like this? Usually my videos are super edited. It has little pop-ups here and there and screens that go here and there and so forth. And it's just super edited. What do you think of a video that's unedited like this one? Would you watch videos like this? Or I know you're watching this one, of course, but what do you think of me slowing down on the super editing? Comment below what you think about that, because editing is actually the hardest part. Well, not really the hardest part. Well, it's one of the harder parts of creating YouTube videos. So if you are okay with me not doing a whole lot of editing, that will take like a lot of stress off me making videos. But I also want to provide quality content, and I feel edited videos are something that provides that extra to content that I watch. Even though I do watch videos that are unedited, I would, I would love a video even more if it was. So I want to give that to you. But if it's something that you don't even care about, then why am I wasting my time doing it then? So comment below what you think and let me know your feelings and suggestions on these things. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. And if you enjoy hauls like these, please consider subscribing to the channel. I really, really appreciate when you subscribe to the channel and let me know that you are interested in appreciating the content that I am putting out. So thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to ring that bell so that you can be notified of the next video. Have a wonderful rest of the day, guys, and happy coloring. Bye.